we come in after break with a new rule. They moved up the front line because where you've been sitting in points, and you get yourself a good start, and then not a good start. And then you had to. This might be the first race you've had in a while that you've had to actually work for it and work all the way from the back to the front. So take us through it.
Yeah, for sure. I got a good start, and I'm like, well, at least I don't have to pass the rest of the XC1 field today. But then I went down. I'm like, what am I doing? And I went to pretty much last. Brody was behind me. Stopped in the woods, straightened my front end out, and then I'm like, all right, I got to get up to bend and make some moves fast. So I tried really hard to get up to the front fast. Then I got around bend. Me and him bumped a couple times, which is pretty funny, but got around him and then picked off the other guys and got up to Stu last lap there. And I was like, I gotta go for it. So I went for it and I passed him in the field section, and then I put my head down, pulled a little gap, and then just maintained it the rest of the race.
Well, talk about the track itself. We had the rain yesterday. Did it tack up pretty well, or is it pretty deceiving with all the rain? You're kind of like usual here.
It's like you got traction, then you don't. It's super weird. You have like a powder berm, and then you hit like a hard packed spot, and it's just like ice. But other than that, the track was pretty good today. It's definitely fast track for a 250. I will admit. I wish I had a 350 today, which would have been really nice.
Got another one on the year, and you retook the points, and they go in with 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, I'm pumped on it. I got to keep this rolling and try to win this overall championship. Thank you.
Well, take us through that one, man. You were there. You had to make some passes in the early going. Not the greatest start, but you got up there and you're in the fight all day long. You led for a little bit of times, but take us through the race today.
Yeah, we got about a mid-pack start and kind of worked our way through the first. I think after the first mud hole, I think I worked my way to like third, so I knew I was in a good spot for this track. I knew it was going to be really racy today, and everybody's going to be all bunched up. But yeah, I just kept racing my race, and every time someone would come up and we'd have to battle, like I'd just be ready for that position and try to either fend it off or try to get the guy in front of me, because it just kind of everybody would get in bunches, and man, I don't know what else to say. What a day! It was a good day. The bike went great. Felt good on the bike, and yeah.
Take us through the track real quick. Obviously, we had the rain on Saturday. Was it pretty good all around, or was it a lot of attack and then slick that kind of caught you off guard at times?
Man, it was so slick. The last lap, I almost tucked the front so many times, just trying to push that little bit more to get ahead of these guys, and just had to be really patient, really careful on the track. And there were a few places you could send it, but we were sending it all day, but it was like a few places you could go harder, and a few places you had to back it back a little bit to be safe. But yeah, I stayed off the ground today, and I couldn't be more tickled. Thanks.
You were there from the get-go, and then lap 2 to 3, you took the lead, and you were putting a clinic on. You had the fastest lap times, and you definitely showed that you were wanting it. Then I don't know what happened in the middle of the race, but not like anything bad happened, but you were still in the fight all the way to the end, and you ended up with the podium.
Yeah, it was good. I got a good jump, and I tried to push the issue on the rider. Like, as soon as I got in there, and like 3 or 4 guys got by me, and I knew it was going to be tough to pass, but obviously I know this place pretty well, so it was a good day. Right before the 2-lap card, I went down, and after that, my shoulders were cramping, my arms, and I could never really just get back going to the speed I was going in the middle of the day, but it was good. Big improvement.
How do you feel about how that made a whole lot of difference when something's so different starts
Yeah, I figured the outcome was going to be somewhat the same. Grant's just a freak right now, really, and I knew he was going to be there, but yeah, good job to him. Welcome to the front row, I guess.
Oh, wait a second. The crowd goes wild. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Your overall podium here from the Dunlop Tires Buckwheat 100. Grant Davis, Jordan Ashburn, and Liam Draper, 1, 2, and 3. What a race. We were on our feet the entire time at Racer TV. We've got a 100% chance of champagne showers here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Who's ready to get sprayed? And that is what it's all about. The bands go wild, absolutely drenched. To the victors go the spoils. Everybody getting some. There it is.